You have watched wars start over oil. You have watched countries get sanctioned into poverty. You have watched America borrow endlessly without consequence while other nations collapse under debt. None of that is a coincidence. All of it connects back to one system, the petrodollar, a 50-year-old agreement that turned the US dollar into the world's most powerful weapon. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how it works, who it benefits, who it hurts, and why breaking it is harder than anyone wants to admit. After World War II, America emerged as the only major economy left standing. Europe was in ruins. Asia was devastated. But American factories were running, American cities were untouched, and the American economy was booming. In 1944, 44 countries gathered in Bretton Woods and agreed to make the dollar the center of the global financial system. Every currency tied to the dollar tied to gold. Stable, structured, trusted. Then, in 1971, Nixon destroyed that foundation. America had been spending recklessly. On war, on government programs, on everything. Other countries started demanding their gold back. America could not pay. So Nixon announced unilaterally that the dollar was no longer backed by gold. Just like that. This was the Nixon shock, and it created an immediate crisis. If the dollar is backed by nothing, why would any country trust it? The answer came 2 years later from the desert. In 1973, Arab oil nations cut off supply to America as punishment for supporting Israel in a war. Oil prices quadrupled in months. Inflation exploded. Gas lines stretched for miles across American cities. America learned the hardest lesson in modern geopolitics. Oil is the real leverage. So Kissinger flew to Saudi Arabia and made a deal that would quietly run the world for the next 50 years. Saudi Arabia would sell its oil exclusively in US dollars. No exceptions. In return, America guaranteed the kingdom's security, military protection, weapons, a permanent American presence in the region. Every other major producer followed. The petrodollar system was born. The logic is brutally simple. Every country needs oil. Oil is sold only in dollars. Therefore, every country needs dollars. Japan has almost no oil of its own, but runs one of the largest economies on Earth. To keep its factories running, its ships moving, its power plants on, Japan needs oil every single day. Buy that oil, Japan needs dollars. So Japan earns dollars, holds dollars, and keeps its financial system tightly connected to America's. Every major oil-importing nation on Earth is doing exactly the same thing. This creates permanent, inescapable global demand for the US dollar. Not because countries love America, but because they have no choice. This demand gives America 3 advantages no empire in history has ever held simultaneously. The dollar stays strong because the entire world needs it constantly. America borrows money cheaply because every country wants dollar assets in their reserves. And America can weaponize its financial system through sanctions, cutting any country off from global trade because international transactions run through American banks. Iran found this out. Russia found this out. Venezuela found this out. No invasion needed. Just cut the dollar access and watch an economy suffocate. And the oil money itself does not sit in vaults. Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states take their dollar earnings and pump them straight back into US government bonds, American companies, and American financial markets. Dollars flow out of America to pay for oil, then flow right back in as investment. A perfect self-reinforcing loop. America stays at the center. The system feeds itself. So why has nobody broken it? Russia, Iran, Venezuela, and the BRICS nations have all tried. Russia now settles significant oil trade with China in yuan. China has launched yuan-denominated oil contracts. Both have cut their US Treasury holdings. But dismantling the petrodollar is not a switch you flip overnight. Every oil contract, every pricing model, every financial instrument in the energy industry is built around the dollar. The dollar has one thing no alternative can currently match: liquidity. You can move billions without crashing the market. The yuan cannot do that yet. So China and Russia are not attacking the system head-on. They are building alternatives quietly and patiently, while still using dollars where it is efficient. A slow erosion, not a sudden collapse. The petrodollar has run the world for 50 years. It was not an accident. It was engineered, in a desert, in secret, by two governments that needed each other. One wanted money, one wanted survival. And the deal they made gave America a grip over the global economy that no army, no alliance, and no rival has managed to break. The cracks are forming, but the system still stands. And that is the petrodollar, the invisible system that has been running the global economy longer than most of us have been alive. Now you know how it works. And knowledge like this is exactly what separates smart money decisions from blind ones. If you found this valuable, subscribe so you never miss a breakdown. Like this video if it changed the way you think. And drop a comment below. Do you think the dollar stays on top, or is the shift already happening? See you in the next one.